Alright, welcome to part 2 of today's episode. So, last time our semi-enthusiastic adventurers agreed to try to save the world. So, Mr. B is going to basically send you off, talk about a couple more business items with you guys, promise to help outfit you with as much as he can for the moment, and send you off. What would you like to do now?
Plate armor.
Alright, so basically you know that you need to save the world. That's about it. Oh, there's one last thing Mr. B is going to tell you that I forgot to say in the last one. You four are the ones that this path was made for. And so, you should be the ones that will walk it naturally. Each of your steps should lead you to the next. For example, why did you end up coming to Ellis in the first place?
To find you.
You didn't know I was going to be here.
Thought we could
I
find something here.
I was speaking with Sylph earlier. You came here out of pure necessity after having crashed your ship. Who else would have thought to attempt crashing a ship in order to fight pirates? That is not something that just simply is done.
That's not something that a normal sailor would do.
Trust me, that was not our idea either.
Yeah, it was a crazy one.
Be that as it may, it brought you here at this time in time to deal with the crisis and to discover. He's going to gesture towards the little box sticking, the little mold box that Flynn has, to that, which led to you having another vision. Each item you find is likely of incredible importance to your quest. Each one should help lead you to the next one. And so, I encourage you to seek out what the next step is. See how that one may lead you to the next. And that is the last thing he says before sending you off on your way and doing business things. Alright, sorry. That was a very important thing that I forgot to say last time.
Fair.
Well, that was kind of heavy.
So what is our next step?
I'm going to do some research at the library.
I would like to go back to those archives. They seemed very ancient and very worth looking into.
Also where you found that mold box, which Mr.
Yes.
B just said may have a hint to where you should go next.
Mm-hmm. So, I will go look.
Alright, you two?
Mr. B, is there any more information about this sword that you know of?
I'm afraid on that sword I know very, very little. It is something that I hope to study, but I now don't believe that I am truly capable of doing so. Perhaps your friend Dugu could help uncover some more information as you are traveling.
Alright. Sounds good.
Cool. So what would you like to do?
I'll probably follow him to the archives then.
Alright, cool.
Then I shall accompany him to the library.
Alright, sweet. So, you two have things that you are searching for, correct?
Yes.
Could you both make me an investigation roll?
I'm very good at that. Am I? I'm not. Oh, actually, I am. 17.
17. Alright, we'll get to what you find in a moment.
14.
14. Alright, cool. So, Flynn, what are you looking for?
I'm just...
Should have asked that beforehand. That'll seem easy.
That's fair. Flynn is currently working on his next project. Has some ideas of spells and things based off the last encounter that he's dealt with. So he's kind of looking at that.
So you're researching spells instead of your next move?
Yeah, he's kind of
cool.
searching up spells, trying to prepare for the next moves. Like, I want to be prepared. I don't want to be caught lacking in any way possible. So, gonna try to build up some defenses. I guess.
You're gonna get caught with your pants down.
All right.
Not if I can help.
So you find some information about a couple of things. This is something we can discuss a little bit later on, maybe.
Yeah.
What sort of spells you're thinking of, but yeah.
Just deep in the studies.
Cool. So, what are you looking for, Duger?
I'm looking for any information that... Well, I wanted to look in the archives, because they're ancient.
Oh, okay. In that case, so you show up at the archives. A guard opens the door for you. Bandit is giving you permission to investigate the premises. And as soon as you open the door, forget your investigation roll. As soon as you open the door, you're gonna just look out over it and look on the ground and see a bunch of pressure plates with dots and lines on them.
Huh.
I'm right behind you and say, don't step on them. I'll show you that. I'll show you. Check this out.
No. Don't even worry. And Duger just like walks through this trap, basically. Like it looks like he glides over it, and he pulls the lever at the end and just starts looking through some of the archives. And he's like, he's specifically looking now. Anyway, he's looking for anything related to Dwergar in this area.
So yes, for those of you that may be confused, Gavin was previously in a different one of my groups, and I used a puzzle very similar to this one. Turns out, the writing on the floor is an ancient Dwergar counting system. And as you go across, you also look across and you see this entire room. This entire room is made by Dwarven construction and stone cutting methods. Very old ones. You've only seen it in like the most ancient structures in the Dwergar's area, and never in the Mountain Dwarves territory when you lived with them. But like, this stuff is very ancient dwarf-made stonework, and the trap was clearly made by Dwergar.
This is an interesting development. I don't know why, but there is this trap and this architecture that is in here is Dwergar. I don't know why it's here, because I've never heard of Dwergar even being close to the Dragon Sea. And most dwarves in Dwergar, or anyone who's shorter, does not like the sea very much. We avoid it with a passion. So I don't know why this is out here. And now I'm curious. So that's what I'm looking for.
Alright, cool. So you're looking for information about dwarves in the Dragon Sea?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, what did you get?
I got
Roll, actually. It's been a while.
Okay.
Roll again.
It's been a while.
Ooh, that's great. That's like 21.
Alright, cool. So, as you're digging through, these are the archives of the Organization of Eastern Trade Interests. And so, it's mostly financial records. But they keep really good records.
Mm-hmm.
So, you find a couple of things of interest. First off, you find mentions of, like, as you're looking for things about dwarves, you find mentions of dwarven artifacts that were apparently recovered on expeditions in the Shifting Straits, going for sale in various places in the Caribbean, which is the region that you're in, for anyone that forgot. You're looking through these various, like, mentions of dwarven artifacts, and, like, there's a shocking number. Like, it's not like a couple of scattered things. Like, there is a serious pattern of dwarven artifacts being found in the Shifting Straits and then being sold.
Interesting.
The next thing you find, you drop the scroll out of your hand as you're reading it. You see records of Hran Style, which is, for those of you that don't know, that's Duger's clan's name.
Ooh.
Oh. So, Hran Style having sold a shipment of lunar steel artifacts to a trading group. You also, later on in that same record, see something about Hran Doragon, which is a clan name that you do not recognize, also having sold more of these lunar steel artifacts.
What? Since when did...
Actually, the shipment of the Hran Doragon is significantly larger.
Say, Duger, Mr. B said that you could probably help me, like, know what this sword is, maybe?
The sword that you carry?
Could you help me look for something related to this by chance?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Let me look into this really quick, then I can.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, just very brief info drop for those of you that don't know, it should be most of you here except for Gavin. Dwarves are basically split into three clans. Hran Style, the Dwergar, Hran Domheim, which is the mountain dwarves, and Hran Tiriam, which are the hill dwarves. All of them are located exclusively in the mountains, except for the Dwergar, who spread in the Underdark in various different directions in various ways. They don't want to leave, and they definitely don't make new clans. And they most certainly, like Gavin said, hate the sea and would not want to come here. Alright, so, you have found this information. What do you want to do with it?
Oh gosh. How recent were some of these transactions?
Just over the past 6 months.
Is there anywhere else that they're coming from? I want to keep,
Which things?
like, those transactions. Is it just the Shifting Straits? Is it...
Okay, so, the Fran Style and Fran Doragon is located in the Northern Isles. The Shifting Straits is not inhabited.
Got it.
Expeditions will go there, but they don't stay.
I'm not there.
Makes sense.
I might have it.
Are the Northern Isles, like, easier to get to them?
Yeah, they're significantly easier to get to than that. You are not aware of that, really aware of much about the geography of the Dragon Sea, but you feel like Fun could fill in a little bit of stuff.
Makes sense. And, well, oh gosh.
No.
That's a lot of information. I'm gonna look for his stuff now, just on, like, the sword. Anything that might be related to...
Roll.
Roll?
We're helping him with his roll.
17.
You find absolutely no information about a sword. You see tons of information about transactions of swords, even some magic swords, but you find nothing about this sword.
Okay.
You might be the wrong place to be researching this.
These archives are not the right place to be. I am going to look around for more artifacts, though, that I can borrow.
Unfortunately, you have already liberated all the magic items that were kept here. You haven't
Okay.
looked at some of them yet.
I will not linger, then!
Alright, cool.
Lingering.
So, where are you going now?
Well, I'm going to the library, because that'd be the next best place to look for any information.
Alright, cool. So are you looking for what now?
Ooh, well, stuff for the sword.
Meanwhile, if anyone else has anything that they would like to look for while they're at the library, please let me know.
I would like to look for previous prophecies regarding Salzan. Which I should know fairly well, but I want to see
Roll
what I
a
don't
religion
know.
check, and we will get to you in a moment.
Sounds good.
You wanted to look for sword?
Sure.
Alright, cool. Both of you can roll for sword searching.
Okay. I'd also like to continue looking for stuff on, like, her own style and stuff like that. Like, being in the Dragon Sea, while I'm also looking for stuff with the sword.
Alright, cool. Alright, what'd you get?
13.
Alright, cool.
Why is doing
So, yeah, alright, you got 13 and you got...
a 19.
Alright, cool. So, as you're looking, you find a couple of interesting things. You're looking for information about the sword, and you don't really find exactly what you're looking for. But you do find an interesting book about hexblades.
Hexblades.
Hexblades, hexblades are magic swords, also occasionally called soul blades, which are capable of creating warlocks. The reason that you look at this, you feel like they can be warlock patrons.
Oh, okay. No, thank you.
As you're looking into this, you are about to put the book away because it doesn't seem to be quite what you're looking for, until you find an interesting thing that this was the hexblades were created based off of 3 original blades. One called Black Razor, another one called the Blade of Annihilation, and the third one, the Weave Render.
Sounds familiar.
Alright. Apparently all hexblades were in some way based off of those. It does not go into details about what that means based off of.
Okay. Can I make another search? Maybe something related to these 3 blades instead?
We can do that in a moment.
Okay.
Alright. So, as you are looking, you help him find that book that he just found his information in, but as you're looking for more information about Kron's style and the Northern Isles, you find a couple of interesting things about the Northern Isles. Apparently it's inhabited by several different clans, which they refer to as Hran. One of which is Hran style, another is Hran Doragon. The most commonly interacted one with one is called Hran Renderful.
That's a new one.
As you're looking around at this, you also see that they apparently visit the Shifting Straits more often than many other places do. Apparently, it's part of like their warrior trials in some way, though they do not like to share those information with visitors and are not very kind to researchers doing so themselves. But the last thing that you discover is just like you're looking around and you notice over your shoulder that Burning Whisper is looking for something, and you see a picture on it. It is a picture of a dragon head with two axes sticking out from behind it. And like he turns the page and is continuing.
I'm gonna stop him, like very quickly. I'm gonna say, "Stop! Don't turn any more pages.
Why?
Go back a couple of pages.
I just kind of go kind of fast.
Stop. Once I see.
Would you like to describe what is on this page?
Yes.
Oh boy.
So on this page, there is a big circle that has two axes that are crossed like this in the middle, and these axes are being swallowed by a big dragon's head that has kind of like fire breathing out of its mouth a little bit.
It's a good design.
Yes, and there's also like kind of in the background of that, there's like very much like Celtic knots and like very intricate work and things like that. Like obviously very, very immaculate designs, very intricate, very in depth.
The book says that this is an inscription that they found on a throne, in some very, very large ruins in the Shifting Straits. And there is a little note underneath it lamenting the fact that they will likely never be able to find this particular island again.
In the Shifting Straits.
He's
gonna.
It's the Shifting Straits.
Is there any more information on the
Ask
rest?
Flynn that when he comes back.
Is there any more information on the rest of the page about it, or is it just that's it?
Basically, the information that you can gather is that it's on a throne, and this appears to be like these are the largest ruins that they have ever found. This throne appears to be important in some way, like very important. It records that on the next page. It talks about a couple of like other artifacts that they recovered and brought back, but like nothing nearly so much attracts your interest.
Does it say like maybe if it's Kron style, if it's
dwarven made?
Just dwarven made. That's all.
It's really ancient too, and already, and like it's so old that it is starting to fall apart. Okay, so what'd you get on your religion check? 22. Holy cow! And you were looking out about prophecies based off of
Salzan, and generally speaking, and yeah, that's the main thing.
All right, cool. So as you start looking through the religious texts, and as has been you have noted most of the time when you start like looking into the doctrine of Salzan and like things like there's not a lot. Salzan is he's a very withdrawn god. He doesn't interact very often with people. That has been recorded. For anyone that doesn't know, Salzan is the true neutral god of Aventara. The god of fate and decisions. So there are some few cases in which Salzan's clerics, which are very few and far between as well, have issued some prophecies. And as you're reading, you notice a common thread. Like the stories are basically fairy tales practically at this point. Like
So
they're myths, they're old, they are unreliable, they have all sorts of fanciful details that are like you feel like can possibly be the case.
he doesn't know that.
But there is an interesting thread that you keep on finding in there. It keeps on frequently mentioning using a crystal ball to divine the future.
Fascinating. It seems we found it. I say to myself, of course.
I'm not around.
Alright, cool. Alright, so information has been distributed. Is there anything else that you would like to do? Yes.
I wanted to know about those 3 points again.
All right. This will be the last roll. Anything else you wish to do, you may do research on downtime that you take.
13.
All right, 13. So you find some small bits of information. There is a lot of information about one particular of those swords. One of them is, Black Razor. There's a lot of information about that. Most of it, once again, appears to be like mostly stories. Black Razor is attributed to the destruction of the ancient paradisical kingdom of Xerxes, which apparently it devoured the souls of everyone in the kingdom and placed a curse on it so incredibly powerful that no one can live there to this day. This is something that you would have heard of. This is called the Deadlands. All 4 of you guys at least are aware of the Deadlands. The Deadlands are called that for a reason. No one can go there. If you stay there too long, you die. There are no animals, there are no plants, everything is dead.
Sounds beautiful.
Huh?
Must be nice around summertime.
And this story attributes Black Razor to be the cause of the Deadlands and also the reason it is the way that it is. It will devour the soul of anyone that gets too close to the center.
Okay.
The other 2 swords are are even further into myth. No one knows anything about them. Though you find some random thing saying that the swords are like the antithesis of creation. Like Black Razor destroys the souls of the world. The Weave Render destroys the magic of the world. The Blade of Annihilation destroys the physical substance of the world.
Yeah.
That basically the 3, the story that you see is that they're the antithesis of all creation. Quite fun. Neat. Fun toys.
Very cool.
Sure.
Yeah, I love good toys that can rend my souls from my enemies.
You should go get a Black Razor then. I think Black Razor would be happy to find you. Alright. So, I'm going to pull the plug on investigation at this point. If you would like to do any more, you may take some downtime to do research. By the way, I'm saying that this research took you 3 days to do. Because if you want to get good information, you have to dig for a while.
That's fair.
Sounds fair.
Alright, cool.
I want to make one more investigation. Sorry. It's nothing like that. I'm looking for a souvenir.
Yes. Okay.
My usual stop. I'm in a new town. I have to make a search.
Roll a d20, no modifier.
7.
12.
Alright. You find something of, medium, slightly above average results. Describe what you find.
Well, in the last town, I found these very expensive, nice pair of earrings.
Which Mr. B covered.
Yes. So this time, I'm just going for a moderate, just necklace. Really. Like a normal silver chain with a small little pendant on it. Probably something similar, or something that signifies this the port town here. And that's about it. It's just this will do. Just
one of those souvenir coins you get when you go places.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just like I gotta get gifts.
Put a silver coin in and it presses out.
And you maybe use a different design. Yeah.
Just kind of getting that
bridge.
Okay. Just adding it there.
I love this.
We'll do good.
All right, cool. And is there anything else that you'd like to do in this time? Okay, now that means it is time to come together and decide on your next course of action.
Duger might know where we go.
I want to go to the Northern Isles.
What?
What about those sifting straight thingy-majiggers we saw?
What?
I feel like the Northern Isles is closer, right?
Just gonna pull out the box. You can go to the docks, please. And just what to?
Actually, tell me about the shifting straits. I want to know more about it.
Get on the ship.
Sifting straight.
Yeah.
Just the sifting.
Shifting.
Shifting
No,
straight.
the sifting.
I forget that you're young. He's like on the boat.
Sad.
All right. You unfold the boat, and as you do so, Finn runs over and hands you your map.
Why did you take that from me?
like telepathically, bag of holding is fun.
Your monkey is a problem. He needs he needs an intervention.
And who keeps feeding him?
I wonder.
She's gonna
I give
give
a
us.
stern look at the monkey.
Oh, he shrinks. Oh, he shrinks. Just on the center of the ship, there's the map I put out on there, and just okay. So, here's the deal. Okay, you keep throwing out these names of places, but you don't know how to actually get to them, guys. We are here.
Batteries?
Yes. We're here in Elistine. The shifting straits are all the way in there. They're called the shifting straits because they move constantly. Hence why this map is not up to date, because you can't correctly map them. The Northern Isles is up here. And we can either go by sea or by sky. Granted, they're both roughly the same travel, and one's more dangerous than the other, but really, given the last time in town how there was a lot of more piracy signs, I imagine both are pretty dangerous.
Could we go near the surface of the water, but still be in the air so as to protect us as much as possible from both? Or is that a bad idea?
I mean, if you're
That's just not how it works.
I mean, if you're gonna be in the air, you gotta be all the way in the air. There's kind of these. I don't travel with sailors anymore.
Oh.
There's the gravitational ley lines here that you have to follow. Okay. If we don't. Hey, back in the day, jingle, jingle, jingle.
Ooh.
Anyways, it's either we go all the way up into the current or we stay on the sea.
I see.
And given how one of us likes to crash things, I think maybe we should stay on the ground.
Agreed.
Plan.
But so the shifting straits kind of out of the option right now.
I will look at the map. You will get all the answers you want about locations by standing up and looking at the map.
I would heavily suggest not going into the shifting straits.
Just because we don't know where they're at.
We
You
could
know exactly where the shifting straits are.
No.
The map.
They're impossible to map, and they're basically impossible to maneuver at that point as well.
There's nothing there.
It's
That's what they're saying.
there's nothing there.
It will help you.
So if we want a better bet at getting somewhere, the Northern Isles. I've kind of gotten an idea. We might have to make a few stops to get some flies and stuff, but we can maybe make it to the Northern Isles. Safe time, safe distance.
I think that is an acceptable next step.
I want to go to the Northern Isles.
I want to play on that.
And what happens to be at the Northern Isles, if I may pry?
Dwarves.
In short, yes.
Dwarves are short, yes.
In short, yes. In short, they are short. In short, yeah.
I apologize. That was
Basically, I found the records in the archives of Style, my clan, being in the Northern Isles and in the Shifting Straits. I want to investigate further.
really.
Just the Northern Isles.
I thought, okay.
We found dwarven artifacts in the shifting
Yeah.
straits.
Yes.
Ancient ones.
In the Northern Isles, and I want to investigate because
How do you think that's like connected to this whole
I don't know,
world thingy?
but it's odd.
Yeah, I agree with you.
There were two new clan names that I didn't recognize. Clan Doragon, and what was the other one? It's like
Ron Renderful.
Renderful. I've never heard of these clan names before, and dwarves don't just go make new clans.
Also, dwarves don't go sailing.
That is another thing that surprised me.
Yeah, Duger is literally the first dwarf that Flynn has ever seen.
Yeah, I would know if I sailed with a dwarf before.
Yeah, me too.
Another thing. Eventually, I want to investigate the shifting straits. But I don't know how much of a reality that will be right now, based on this map.
Well,
Then northwards we go.
yeah.
So northwards we go.
Does anyone else have a better course of action?
No, I think
What about the Deadlands?
Would you like to die again?
That is very far away.
Also that. So that's more reason.
That's a one-way trip.
Well, there.
Huh?
He's a halfling.
You see the shit. So this over here. Hold on. This is where you guys are. This is the Shifting Straits. So these are the Northern Isles. This is the Dragon Sea.
Yes.
The Deadlands are over here.
Wow.
This isn't quite far enough. This is
That's
like
pretty
I know
big.
the camera can see this, but like he's
Okay.
like doing about this.
All right,
He's
so
like,
yeah.
here's the map.
Let me say, he just stood up and he said, "It's over here."
So the answer is
No. That's for another campaign. Just
maybe a one shot. Next one shot.
what's always die.
We forgot why the Deadlands are called the Deadlands.
walks in.
Ragdoll.
But I believe that is our next course of action.
All right. Anyone know how to sail?
What? I'm a dwarf. What do you think?
I wasn't looking at you.
I was.
I know how to sail. Sylph walks down. Sylph says very loudly as she walks down there. She looks uninjured, which is a huge improvement over the last time you saw her.
Let's go. She's not dying this time. Every time we see her,
Your
she's
health
been
has
dying.
returned. Are you sure you'd like to keep going with us? So we don't seem to have a very good track record.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I have a different mission. Mr. B has requested that I go and investigate something down in Oceania. If I heard correctly, that means we're going in complete opposite directions.
I see.
Okay.
Oh, but I was trying to find you guys before you guys left. Mr. B had a note for you.
I'm always scared of these notes.
All right. Once again, the note is good news.
Just says good news at the top.
Good
You'll die in 3 days.
All right. All right.
Well,
New character.
Captain Flynn.
used
Stop
to that
making me
title.
laugh. I need to read the note.
I'm not used to that title.
Captain Flynn, I am pleased to announce that I have secured supplies for your journey. Should you present the following documentation to the Ockmaster, and he will provide you with enough food and rations for you and your crew for the next week next month. I said the wrong.
Wow.
For the next month. In addition, I have been able to requisition some magic laboratory supplies, so that you may continue your research as you travel.
I'm just like reading this out loud. It's like in the movie scene, it's like, my dearest loved one, and then it goes into like their voice. Kind of, it's like what I'm doing. Just good news.
And last and not least, your quest will likely require you to do quite a bit of traveling. As I'm sure that you are very aware, the challenges of navigation can be great here. And so I would like to present to you one of my greatest possessions. And that's the elite Mr. B. That's all.
I think if you flip it enough times, the rest comes up.
Did you look under it?
That's what I'm
I
doing.
don't think there's any magic.
Why does he do this?
He also told me to give you this.
Thank you.
It's a little bag. You open it up. Inside is a amulet with a big zirconium chunk on the middle of it, and a golden outward frame holding it with a basically like magic circle runes drawn.
compass.
Well, we have our headings.
All right. Would you like that? I don't have the document open. Could you please read what this magic item I just gave you is that you recognize?
Yes. Where are you?
No, I'm talking.
But the Zircon amulet is a way to help navigate and travel through the Dragon Sea. Makes it a lot easier versus going just off your knowledge and sight. So it helps you navigate through the what is it? The
gravity.
yes,
Gravitation sailing lines.
those. Here it is. Here's my document.
Electromagnetic sailing lines.
The quantum augmentation of the
You can't just throw quantum in front of something.
That's what Marvel does.
quantum
Nope.
magic missile.
Nope.
All right. I have the document open. I can read it.
Quantum magic.
There are
Did you
ancient
know this or not?
devices that have been discovered that can navigate the Dragon Sea. They're essentially amulets made of large zircon gemstones and precious metals. If the device visits an island, it will display the island's signature on the gem face. A signature is essentially a very small magic circle which is in some way related to the island and can be used to find it again at any time. To use it, the navigator must draw the signature circle on the gem, then put on the amulet, at which point the navigator will be able to feel out the navigation. They'll know which gravity currents to take to get them where they need, when to leave them and sail the ocean, which updrafts to take, etc. Navigation with one of these is not easy. It still requires skills as a sailor and a navigator, but you can find always find what you're looking for. Books of signatures go for a lot of money, and these devices are the most prized possession of any captain above even their ship. They will not ever be sold.
Wow. So basically, Mr. B killed someone to get this.
You don't know. Just Duger.
He is kind of
This is for the
old.
ship only. If I see this in your room ever,
But what if I could make it?
no.
What if I can make no?
Just gonna.
I could sell this for a lot of money.
No.
Okay.
You could implement it into your board.
Like just. Can you
Portion.
pull up the anchor? And I'm gonna like give them assignments. Like, all right, I need you to start to pull up the anchor.
I'm Galty full of anger.
I need you to get the sails ready, and I need you to.
I'll stay in the center of the ship and not throw it out fountains.
Just make yeah.
How do I get the sails ready?
Finn, help him.
Sylph is just gonna laugh a little bit, and she's going to say, "You should really get yourself one of these." And she holds up a hand with a ring on it, and she's going to say, "I can sail an entire ship on my own."
Do you mind lending that? I'll make a trade.
Sorry, mine. She's gonna pull off her hat and give a bow. She's going to say, "Thank you very, very much for helping me to get here and helping my family.
Yes.
And I appreciate you not handing Honora over to be executed. She may have done terrible things, but she was still like a sister to me for a while."
I can understand. But before we
Wait, we probably told you about that, huh?
about
How we didn't have her executed.
yeah, probably. Hopefully.
I would assume.
I was going to say that, but we
But
logged
it-
out.
Just like as she's like, before you head out, I wanted to give you something. And you're just gonna again hand out the rapier and just this was your brother's, and I think it might do better in your hands.
She's gonna reach out gingerly and take it and just look him over. It's like, "Why are you giving this to me?"
Well, you're his sister, and I mean, who's better hand than in families, right?
But why are you giving it? Why do you want to give it away? I appreciate the gift, but I want to know why you're giving it to me.
But we also need that sword to make another good blade.
No,
That's
the
not the same
rapier
sword.
or the dagger I have.
He has the broken one.
This one I still keep with me.
This one's a complete undamaged sword.
Okay.
Has some scrapes and cuts from battle, but not broken in half. Just, I feel better knowing that I at least continue to move his legacy towards the right family members. Knowing that he has more than he told me, I feel obligated to give it to you.
Family is really important. She's gonna toss up the sword, catch it on the hilt, and then stab at you.
Venora, fetch you.
And it's going to go straight into your sheath.
Oh, okay.
Come back.
Everyone's just helping, trying to do the ship, and just
Freak out.
I'm just
Stabbed.
just
Zephyr may not have talked about me much, but he told me about his crew. And you are like family to him. This sword belongs to you.
as you're almost getting stabbed in heartfelt emotions. Thanks. I think I need.
You're
to
very
drink more.
entertaining when you're startled.
Don't make me startled, please. I really don't like being startled.
She pulls out her own rapier. Are you sure? I can see if I can fit two in your sheath.
No.
As Duker is going by, he's like, he doesn't need any more trauma.
You seem to have blades to last him a month.
It's like, nope, I'm fine. We'll catch up later then, I guess.
She's just gonna laugh like put back her hat back on and said, going to salute. Captain?
Captain.
Alright.
I'm not used to being called captain here.
Alright. And she's going to she's going to skip off and go towards her own ship.
Everyone gets back to work.
Aye! Back to work, you!
Back to work!
Back to work, lot! Just, alright, gonna start trying to help and set everything that they didn't do.
Set the sails.
I'll help pull the anchor up. I can probably help with that.
Oh, Galty's got it.
Okay. Does he have hands?
He doesn't have hands.
He doesn't need
You can
them.
walk in a circle though. That's how they.
So just, alright, onto the helm of the ship. Or, not the helm, I don't know.
I love that you guys thought Venora had just come in and started combat again.
You traumatized us!
You just stabs me. Venora, no! And we just gave her 2, hopefully, redemption talks.
Plus snacks.
A handful of nuts and some wine. Just like, oh, thanks.
At least it's in character.
Old habits die hard.
You're just gonna
So do your
start
friends.
setting sail towards the Northern Isles.
Alright. And so, you have officially set forth. Where is your heading?
We are,
That way.
yeah, we currently are. I told them we should stay on the sea, so we're staying on the sea.
Star and
So we're going roughly about
just
just this way towards it.
Alright, cool.
The most direct route.
Do you want to take
if you're not there.
the pit stop that you
Start
took?
all over.
Peter Pan.
I know.
Once it gets to like the first night, he's gonna have some contemplation about that first stop.
Would you want to talk about it with your crew?
Absolutely not.
Okay, fair enough.
Sinister
Absolutely not.
grin on his face as he rides into the sunset. The sunrise.
Alright.
North is not sunrise nor sunset.
Alright, so as you're sailing on the very first day, Duger, you wake up with a zircon and gold amulet on your chest and a monkey.
Told you to steal gems, but good job!
He's immediately just like
Bag of holding this thing.
Oh my
I sense something has been stolen.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Alright, Flynn.
Good job, Finn.
Finn is Flynn wakes up early and just like kind of morning routine kind of stuff and trying to get the ship ready, and so he's just checking things out, making sure everything's set. Goes, grabs his like normal compass and just okay, this seems right.
Feeling.
Doing the full pat down, just where is it? Searching through my bag and just. If you guys are up top deck, you just see him frantically emptying his bag and just where is it? I swear I had it. No.
Have you lost something?
I see
You're
this.
on top deck, yeah.
Just where is it? I lost the. I think Venora's back.
Again?
Huh? The gem's
Check
gone.
your monkey.
But no, Finn knows this is important. He wouldn't take it. Just the gem, the zircon is
Finn
gone.
was like, is gonna make eye contact with Duger from behind Flynn's back.
I'm gonna wink at Finn.
Wink. I didn't tell him out a line.
And I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna be in my room. And I'm gonna go to my room.
You're going north.
Hey, room.
Can I make an insight check on that?
They were
Absolutely!
I might not be good at lying,
I'm relative-
but I like to know when people are lying to
Alright,
me.
roll deception check. Or actually, this is performance.
Performance? Oh gosh.
Let's go.
It was almost so good. It was almost so good. 3.
11.
Alright. Duger is acting as odd as usual. But going downstairs to act odd is out of character.
I'm just gonna make it. Just gonna see that. Finn? Just gonna grab him by like the tuft of his hair. Do you know something? Why is Duger acting weird? Finn? Did you and Duger do something the other night?
Stole some earrings.
And...
Necklace.
toss him
Those
and
both
just
of
marching down towards Duger.
Do I catch on that he knows something is up?
You're downstairs.
Oh shoot. I'm going to try and be not suspicious. And I'm going to be tinkering with something else. Yes. Because I know I have some gemstones. I know that. I don't know which ones I got. But
I have
some.
but I have
Why don't you two roll me just a d20?
I will roll a d20. I will do a fun d20 to BB.
Oh no.
Can I just? No, I probably don't even have enough money.
16.
16. Yes, I do.
That's a 6.
Just gonna...
No. I'm doing this one.
Hey Duger, I just wanted to talk about something real quick.
I'm just gonna throw a bunch of tools out of my desk. A bunch of random material.
Just...
Yes.
I wanted to talk about, oh, actually, what are you working on?
Stuff. Remember those message earrings that you wanted?
Yeah, I actually wanted to talk about those.
Okay.
I remember, because you were saying, you needed some items for them. What were those items again?
I needed Alexandrite.
Mm-hmm.
I have gold.
Yeah.
Something bad about that happened in their world.
I think that's it.
Right. Do I know it? Can I feel the gem?
You are attuned to it, I would assume,
Yeah.
but like it's currently you don't feel it because it's not around your neck right now. Like it's not granting you its benefits.
Despite it being in Duger's room, can I try to make an Arcana check towards the gem and feel it out?
Sure, absolutely.
He's just like,
Meanwhile, upstairs, random encounter table has been rolled on, and I didn't tell any of you guys. Great time. So, as you're doing this, as this is going on downstairs, you, Burning Whisper, start feeling a mild vibration.
good vibrations.
It's not that big right now. And Q, you start feeling slightly sick to your stomach.
Okay.
All right, back downstairs.
I just need out to throw out the hardest.
I'm gonna walk downstairs.
23 on my Arcana check.
Okay.
All right, cool.
23.
23 on your Arcana check. It appears like the vibration appeared like you sense the direction it's but like it's coming directly from Duger. Like Duger himself has it.
Just gonna. Duger,
Yes.
buddy,
Yeah.
please. I already told you. Don't take the gem.
What gem?
Burning Whisper, you get downstairs.
Kick open the door. What's going on down here?
Both of you start feeling sick.
Duger, are you doing another contraption to make the whole boat shake? I was freak.
No.
Duger stole the navigation gem.
And that's making the boat vibrate?
That wasn't on the side of
I
it.
didn't steal anything.
Don't lie to me.
I didn't.
Can everyone make me a saving throw of whatever their spellcasting modifier is?
Oh no.
He doesn't have one.
Do I use strength for that?
That's not good.
You don't have to make it.
Oh, I don't.
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
Okay.
25.
25. You gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
And
do I
the
do
sickness,
this?
like the sickness in your, like the sick feeling that you have, suddenly increases enormously. The vibration that you feel increases significantly.
I'm gonna look around for a source because I'm actually like on the deck. I'm actually the only place I can actually look for things. So
Alright.
I'm
I'm gonna say,
Roll for perception.
let's
As it pull out
reach into my bag and
shield.
see if it's
Suddenly,
in
like,
there.
so
I'm gonna reach in.
You two also
I'm gonna
start feeling worse, but like not.
You
pull
know,
out the amulet and be like, oh, how did that get get in there, and he's like, I'm tired. I'm gonna lay down.
All this is making me tired.
I got a 22 on perception. I like this dice.
All right, you're looking around. You don't see anything particularly out of the ordinary. Like there are some clouds in the sky. You're currently sailing on the sea. The sea is like smooth sailing. The wind is blowing. Things are going well so far.
I'm gonna head back up top and like, what do you mean vibrations? What's going on?
You see nothing that should be causing this.
Can you not feel the vibrations?
You don't feel the vibrations.
Only
him.
Only I do.
Well, you just feel sick. Well, you said there was some vibrations.
I do not feel that, but I just feel.
Can I look around for it?
Sure, perception.
Okay.
Perception?
I'm gonna grab my lovely telescope and just try to like search around and look for anything that
Yeah.
would alert me.
Perception or investigation.
It's got a 5.
Do I have to roll one for golf?
You don't notice anything. Galti, sure, you can have Galt. Wait, what do you mean roll one for Galti?
13. Saving
check.
Oh, we'll get to that later.
He's just deactivated, my friend. 13.
Alright, 13. You are looking around and don't find any source, but like as you put down something, you notice the gleam of your amulet is decreasing.
Burning Whisper, put your sword away.
It already is away.
Further.
How do I do that?
I do it. I don't know how.
I just take a step back. Is that enough?
Make me another saving throw, all three of you.
Dirty 20.
So
Is
bad.
that kind of shaking? As well?
Freaking 17.
It just something else feels like it's shaking.
Dirty 20.
You're good. You're good. Level of exhaustion.
Dang.
You look around and like you start suddenly feeling even worse than before. And as you look up, like Galti just like suddenly just like shuts down.
I'm gonna go to the top deck at this point and be like, something is very wrong. This, like, I don't know what is happening, but magic is not working.
Ah, wonderful.
Oh no. Not good.
You gain 11 anti-magic charges.
No.
The vibration increases, and you can tell it's coming from the sword.
Guys,
What?
I think I figured out what's going on. I just keep stepping all the way back, all the way to the helmet, the front of the ship.
Makes zero difference.
I pull it out to look at it.
It is enshrouded in a black aura.
That's not good.
And as you swing it, could you roll me a d20 and just roll an attack? I'll tell you on what later.
And then I add my stuff to it.
Tackle here.
Attack bonus. 1d. Oh wait, no.
He's a
Yeah.
dangerous to society.
Just plus that.
He's
Say that again.
He's too dangerous to be kept
So
alive.
plus 8.
He's
So
too
that's,
dangerous.
17. Alright, as you swing, you three, well, actually you two, the arcane casters, as he pulls his sword out and moves it, you almost see one of the threads in the weave get cut.
Careful! You're gonna... Careful where you swing it.
You don't forget, you're on a moving ship.
I know, it's terrible.
And as you're watching, like, threads that come in contact with it immediately rip, and I need all three of you to make me another saving throw.
Okay, that's 19. That's much better.
It's 18.
24.
All of you pass.
Good.
I'm
I
gonna
thought you were about to say all of you fail, and I was about to say,
I'm gonna run over and just drop the other anchor and just.
I'm just gonna kind of touch the blade to see if anything happens.
Alright. As you just touch the blade, like, it feels like a sword right now. Perfectly normal. Like, it's vibrating, but it's a sword.
Burning Whisper, try and release the energy in a safe direction. Okay. We have to get rid of it.
Point the blade that way.
I pointed that way.
All right, you're
Release.
now pointing a sword. All right, you say the word release.
Swing it that direction.
All right, you swing the sword.
Guys, it only works when there's magic around, okay? Other than that, it doesn't do anything.
I'm gonna try and cast a spell.
I'm too. I'm gonna. All right. This is for your protection and for ours.
I'm just gonna swirl around, and there's just gonna be water coming out of the boards and encircle him. I'm gonna cast a wall of water, similar to Venora, but just circling him.
I just kind of touched the wall of water.
All right, you touch the wall of water, nothing happens.
Now I
Like,
slash it.
the water is fine. Like, you slash at the water,
Yeah.
and it goes through, it cuts through it like water.
Huh.
It is not behaving as you like.
Guys,
Yeah. So
I don't think I have control of it right now.
So, as you're doing it, like you're just like swinging around the sword, you get a very distinct impression suddenly.
Okay.
Intent. Like that's all you get.
I'm gonna try to suck up all this water. And
Make an attack roll. What's your spell save DC?
15.
That's your AC.
Oh, I got 15.
All right, cool. You hit the thing, and the spell immediately is dissolved. The sword stops vibrating quite as badly. Everyone, make me another saving throw.
Gosh dang it.
How many anti-magic charges did I use? Just one?
Oh no!
Oh
13.
13.
Levels of exhaustion.
No!
I'm sorry, you're gonna be taking one tonight.
Very, very good.
Do we need to feed
Game
the
4
sword?
more.
One more?
4.
Oh no! Is this what happens when you don't use your stuff?
I guess.
I'm gonna just cast alarm away from us. And I'm gonna say, hit that alarm spell!
Get down, everyone. Just like, get down below deck.
Use as many as you can!
Alright. You shoot it off, I guess.
What is the intent? You must describe this to me. This is extremely
I'm
important.
gonna watch it, whatever this alarm thing is, and I'm gonna try to imagine creating a giant ball of anti-magic as much as I can, and try to just hit it like a giant cannonball.
All right. Roll a d10.
D10.
9.
All right. Lose 9 anti-magic charges, and immediately the sick feeling leaves. And as you slash, a line of black energy bursts out from it, and the alarm spell is utterly demolished. As you watch, you also see several parts of the weave suddenly get sliced.
What's the weave again?
The magical weave where, well, magic comes from.
Oh!
Kind of the start of creation a bit, where all magic stems from. Just kind of an important thing.
Huge.
My character just.
Okay. Burning Whisper, I love you, buddy. That sword belongs in a box.
Well, if it just stays in the box, who's gonna wield it when it overcharges again?
It needs to be somewhere.
How many
Under lock
anti-magic
and
charges do
key.
you have now?
Please don't be a lot.
A lot.
13, 14.
Okay, cool.
That's too much.
I'm gonna say.
Don't forget I had 23 a moment ago.
We need to find a way to secure it and to stabilize it. So that's a danger to everything.
If we continually feed it,
Use it. I don't know.
at the end of the day, before he rests, we can cast a few spells for him to devour.
Agreed. I have some.
Not a monster,
I have some cantrips that I could get. That he could get rid of.
Simply an idea.
Well,
I agree with the statement.
still feels like it has a lot of juice left in it. Should we just start?
I believe. Does it have more than it started with? Like, I'm pretty sure you gained more than.
I gained one more. Oh wait, there's 3 days.
No, I mean like that's not what I mean. I mean like over this time, I'm pretty sure you gained like
That was
15 extra charges, and then you just spent 9 of them.
yes.
All right, so you have more charges than you started with. I just want to point that
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Also, I didn't add for the 3 days of research time.
All right, you should probably roll those and add them.
I'm just gonna start casting Create Bonfire and say, just get rid of it.
I'm also
Please.
gonna start throwing up dancing lights.
Listen, he has more now than when this all started. So, does the number of charges actually cause this effect?
I'm scared. That's a danger to us.
I'm terrified of this sword. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna pull out just some like tools. I'm gonna inspect it with goggles and like all sorts of stuff, and I'm gonna just try and discern
Stop it.
maybe what caused this issue.
All right, cool. What ability are you using?
Just his knowledge of magic and magical weapons.
Arcana check
and
then.
enchantments.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Not you, but
That's an 18.
All right. As you're looking over it, this kind of reminds you of wild magic. Like,
wild magic sorcerer.
it's
Barbarian.
not particularly like it's.
Control.
It feels like a wildfire almost. Like it wants to spread, it wants to move, and it also behaves shockingly similarly to magic. But like the way you detect it in the inverse that you normally do magic. Like you can feel magic power, how it moves when it moves around if you're paying attention. You're not doing that here. You're feeling around where there isn't magic power. But it moves very, very similarly.
I think the number of times you can get rid of magic doesn't matter.
Oh.
But I feel like if you don't use it,
gonna
it
start
just
cranking
wants
up
to
the
be
anchors.
used. It wants to be. It almost like the sword has its own will.
It's hungry.
Yes, that's a great way of describing it.
I don't like that.
I don't like it
Neither
either.
do I. And I would say just use it from time to time.
Okay.
Another thing you notice while you're doing your Arcana check, just while you're feeling around, the weave normally fixes itself and like puts itself back to normal after a spell has been cast and it goes it. It's not.
And it's doing very weird things to the weave. Normally it puts itself back together. Currently, it's still broken.
What's the
Something is
weave?
not
Still
right.
broken.
How can it still be broken?
You
Wait.
you don't break the weave. Like when you cast spells, like you
Wait.
change the pattern a little bit. Like the weave is still a weave. Like
The weave
he's
is
somehow
broken.
managed to
I-
break it.
I don't know what the weave is.
It's basically the source of all the world's magic.
Is it like in a direction or something?
It's
It's ethereal.
everywhere.
Some theories say it's what holds the world together.
Yeah, a lot of in the beginning. Don't, Nate. No.
God created it.
We should pull an aim in here. Do you believe in God?
Nate.
In the beginning,
Hey,
God
right,
created the
but I don't know what God
heavens.
is. But I believe in the Great Spirit.
Yeah.
Alright.
That reminds me of this
Read the
dumb
Book of
thing.
Mormon, everyone.
Yes.
Why is this dumb thing outside? I was like, this police officer's like, can you start from the beginning? He's like, sure, in the beginning God created heavens. Not that far. Oh, sorry.
In the
He
beginning,
starts quoting Genesis. Anyways,
there is
read the Bible. That's great.
there is the weave that essentially created everything that there is, that there will be, that ever was. The weave is everything.
Nathan, this goes a little bit against the part of what you know, like the way the universe works. But you're just listening and going.
Like, fascinating for a heretic.
He's not wrong. This is part of it, but
This is part of it, but considering our
It's like if you only
upbringing,
had one book out of two. So to speak.
so to speak. But the weave is It's important, and the fact that it has been rended, it has been broken, and is not healing itself is concerning.
Okay.
In short terms, your sword causes damage to universe.
I'm going.
Sword's bad.
I'm gonna pull out
Yeah,
all these
I'm just-
power sources really quick.
It is completely dry.
Completely dry.
How the freak do I not slice the universe then?
Take care, I guess. Aim
I'm
better.
gonna
Aim better?
start trying to pump power into the weave. If that makes sense. Like manipulating like I normally
God
do,
dang it.
Alright,
and seeing if I can maybe mend it, fix it,
That's enough
put it
from the
back together
cloud.
in any way.
alright. So you start trying to like direct magic, like threads of
Fighters
over
never give up.
fill it in. And I need to
Never
make
back down, never what?
Arcana check.
Never give
And
up.
expend the high level spell slot.
Never give up.
Okay, Arcana. That will be a 21.
I thought you were going to do the timber
Alright.
thing. In the beginning. The beginning?
As you do
What?
this, you like try to like grab other little threads of the weave and like pull it. Like as you play with the thread, you cannot make it regenerate. Like you can't when you cast spells, you're not like pulling magic power out of nowhere and creating it. It's like you're using magic power that's already there. This is the magic power. It's broken. But as like you reach for other threads, you're like I guess weave it around, gather it together into like a little tangle of threads, and the gap closes. And suddenly you feel like an odd, eerie feeling that you didn't realize you were experiencing is suddenly just gone.
A feeling that just disappeared, you said?
All three of you guys feel it. You don't feel anything.
Yeah.
It's like an odd, like you didn't realize that something was wrong, but it feels better now.
What did you do?
I just tried to fix the weave.
Feels like. Finish what you were saying.
I couldn't particularly fix it, but I could kind of mend it, like put a patch on it. Those strands are permanently broken, but I could almost like take some of the rest of the weave and kind of move it over it, so it's not as bad. I don't know if you could feel that.
I felt something.
Something was wrong, but something is
Better
better than
now.
it was.
So dangerous.
It is. I'm not particularly a fan of this sword anymore. Its convenience has worn out its...
At this point, I would
Stay.
have brought the anchors and started sailing back again.
All right, cool. And as you're back up and like sailing and looking around, you see a ship on the horizon.
I'm going to start taking like a short rest because I have points of exhaustion.
I'm just gonna check it out. Just, hey, heads up, guys. We got a ship coming up here.
Can you identify it?
Trying to.
As you look at the banners, like you look at it, and it has a flag on it it's a white banner with a red eye on it.
Do I know if that's an official or potentially a pirate?
So, if it is a pirate, it is not the customary pirate flag. The Red Fang pirate flag is a black banner with a red dragon fang emblazoned on it. Most pirate ships have some sort of black banner. So the fact that this is white implies that it is some sort of... White implies that it doesn't mean any harm to merchants and things like that. And the red on it usually implies some sort of escort ship. Like I guess you could call them like a mercenary group to fight against the pirates.
Okay. Just looks friendly, but never trust the seas.
We sail past.
I'm fixing all the way.
It is on your direction, and it appears to like have changed direction and be heading towards you.
We say hello. If anything looks dangerous.
We blast it with anti-magic.
No. Well,
Come on.
you don't destroy
We'll try
the
blasting with magic first.
Do we have a flag on our ship? That is an important...
Yeah, what is your ship?
Yeah, we so
Who are you?
who are you? So we do have a flag. It's essentially just a it is again like on a white banner, like more friendly, but it's a like a storm cloud essentially that with a red lightning bolt on it.
That seems appropriate considering your things. Like the red and white is a
Yeah.
good thing.
And if you put blue in there,
Can I add something to it?
To the banner?
Yes.
What do you want to add to it?
In that lightning bolt, I want to add the mark that I saw in the book.
You want to put it on the lightning, or
Well, no, like I want to put it on the flag, but like kind of like there's like the cloud with the lightning bolt. I kind of want to almost put it like in the middle of that.
In the cloud?
will you?
Kind of, yeah.
In the cloud with the lightning bolt behind it.
Modify the banner.
This is important.
You can fly a second banner if you want.
I would like to fly a second banner.
Do that. I'm not letting you modify my banner.
I would like to fly a second one.
We all
keep
get
the white
banners?
background
No.
and red.
Can I put my sword on a bit?
Definitely bad idea. All right, cool.
sword and a banner.
It's just on the.
All right, cool. So you are
Slicing
flying.
through the universe.
So like you start heading. After about an hour or so, like the ship comes aside. Like it's not approaching too far. And up on the boat, but like it's a small ship like yours. It seems to have a slightly larger crew. And it's written on the side of it is has the ship's name written on it. It's called the Evil Eye.
Oh.
I love it.
On the ship, on the deck, up by the steering wheel, you see a woman in a white blouse and emerald. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. I don't care. and an emerald skirt and wearing a eye patch with a large emerald on it.
Ogre's not attracted to this.
She's wearing an eye patch with that looks like it's made out of a large emerald. Is waving a white flag.
Prosthetics.
Just
I am though.
gonna tip my head towards her and just like stand down. Everything's fine. We're waving the white flag. We're safe.
I slightly stand down.
Sorry.
I'm still like.
It's like tense and then
Alright.
slightly less.
Evil Eye is going to pull in close next to you guys, and the captain is going to say, "Ho there, Scarlet Tempest. What brings you to these parts?"
We're just traveling up to the Northern Isles for the moment. We have some business up there and some investigations we need to make.
To the Northern Isles? Well, I have to say, I'm surprised you'll take this route. It's not particularly safe right now. There's quite a few pirates about.
Well, I knew the risk of that.
Awesome confidence then.
Hey, dude.
Well,
Our ship's magic.
personally, I know that this... yes, absolutely, ships are magic. Your ship you're standing on is
magic.
It
Do not!
turns into a box if it gets destroyed.
Do not.
Do not wreck my ship again.
Accidentally draw a sword.
Box! Okay, back to role
It would
playing.
seem like a rock.
It just disappeared.
Well, I'm very glad that we found you here. There's an exceptionally large pirate vessel around. It's attacking various ships and island and villages. My crew isn't large enough to take it. I would like to request if you will allow it, I'd like to sail with you for protection in numbers.
Did you happen to see or catch what the other ship is? Who it is?
It's flying a black flag. Didn't have the red fang on it, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. Just as bad out here. The red fangs don't tend to head up towards the Northern Isles anyway.
Yeah.
Yes?
Can I do an inside check?
Sure, go ahead.
14.
Alright, everything that she's saying right now appears to be true.
Okay.
From your perception.
From your point of view. From a certain point of view.
It looks honestly a lot like a large trader's galley. I'm shocked that it was able to move so fast. Probably just start pushing the oarsmen really, really hard.
Interesting.
I think it would be fine to have protection. But are they not going our direction? Did they not come from a different way?
Yeah, they came towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Were you
charges you think it'll take?
searching for help or?
Honestly, I just want to be able to put in port somewhere. I'm running low on supplies and need to get somewhere I can resupply. But everywhere I go, I keep on encountering crews that I'm not confident in my ability to control. Most of our fleet went down in a fight with, well, actually with a dragon.
That's reassuring. Well, give me a moment to talk with the others. I'm just gonna
Just turns around.
pull everyone to the side. Huddle. Just.
So, what do you guys think? They need some escort, some help?
Traveling in the pack is never a bad idea. So
I agree with Duger.
How many charges do you think it would take to sink a ship he's talking about?
We just had a discussion about this. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hey, just in case something goes north.
I could
South.
do it with a create bonfire if we really needed to.
No, I'm saying they attack us,
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is I could do it with the create bonfire.
and you light their boat on fire.
Sails are very flammable.
I'm just
I
gonna
excel in fire.
I'm just gonna put. I'm just. We'll take it. Yeah, we can help you out.
Just like
Once that conversation starts going south, I'm like,
We can help you.
All right, where are you headed?
Like I said, Northern Isles.
Do you have a particular destination there?
Not particularly, but we did need to grab some supplies, and so we're gonna make a stop up here.
You've already gone past that.
Oh dang! I thought it would have been actually.
You were only like half a day sail from it.
Was there like a main island we can stop at in the Northern Isles that we could stop at for everyone's sake?
There are some major islands. I don't remember if I marked them on there.
nope.
I
There's
made
a
one
shifting straits.
after I made that island. There aren't places to resupply in the shifting straits.
No one can survive on the shifting straits.
Like
One does not simply sail into the.
exactly. One does not simply sail into the shifting straits.
Sail into the
All right.
shifting straits.
In that case, might I suggest a destination? I found there's a reasonably, and emphasis on reasonably, it's not guaranteed, pirate-free routes that I can suggest. At the very least, it has multiple islands we could possibly dodge between if we needed to make a quick escape. But there's a major trading place for Huron Rangerful, about a day travel south of the Northern Isles.
Let's do it.
I agree.
Anything of dwarves, and would that the
I
clan
brought
name
up
recognize? Okay, like is that clan safe?
I've never heard of it before. That's why I wanted to explore it.
Well, if you want to explore it, then sure, we'll go for it. All right, let's do it.
All right. By the way, name's Captain Esmeralda. What's your name?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Flynn.
Flynn. Well, Captain Flynn. Fall
Every time
Be,
he just winces.
Stay close. Don't fall. Stay close. If you fall behind and we get separated, it might be hard to find your way back. The islands can get kind of thick up this wet route.
Sounds good to me.
She's going to start. She's going to start sailing off to a little bit towards the east. After a couple of hours of sailing, like you start there's like a lot more sky islands. Like some of them aren't even dipping into the ocean and like moving around there, like leave behind very large but like short wakes as they move very slowly. She starts leading you through through this area, and basically smooth sailing for the entire first day. Can someone roll me a d20?
I do.
2.
2. All right, cool.
Can I also? I would like to make an insight check on her.
Sure.
But mainly of just if this is
Ain't changing my roll.
leading into like a trap. If her intent was like trying to say, "Oh, I need help. I need some assistance," kind of like, "Oh yes," like a half truth leading
Lead us
towards a
all
trap.
to the
All right.
pirates.
Roll not intent. Insight.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Flynn doesn't like lying.
Give me the total number.
For 23.
23. Cool. As far as you can tell, which is pretty dang good, she's telling completely the truth.
Where is she?
just continue sailing. Just the thought passes by, and just as much as it seems like they need help, I don't trust anyone on the sea except for those on my ship, and even then, you can barely trust them.
I feel slightly hurt, but I know that comment is not for me.
Don't forget, there's that one time that Venora was on your ship.
Exactly, and her crew. I don't trust the seas.
All right,
love
cool.
the seas.
So you rolled a 2 on the sailing
Yes.
thing. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. You see you see smoke rising up from one of the islands.
It's not our problem. Let's keep going.
So at least a sign of civilization. Well, I hope it's a sign of civilization or a forest fire. Either way, it wouldn't
Or
hurt.
what's left of a civilization.
If we can see the smoke,
Esmeralda's going to come over to the edge. Is going to shout over. There's a village that is on a permanent island around here, not one of the moving ones. I think that's where the smoke is coming from. It's also not a small amount of smoke. Just to be clear about that, it's not like a campfire.
That's a really big campfire.
Is this our problem?
Well,
It would not hurt to stop and check it out. We could resupply here if nothing else.
It'd be nice to keep up on our supplies, not having to run out. And who knows? We can help some people and fix that sword of yours.
Oh, by the way, you took a long rest after the first day, so you get
I
yours.
guess we're not on a time crunch, I guess.
Not particularly, no.
I'll send something back to Esmeralda so she knows.
Thank you,
Am I
Captain.
allowed to use the Tasha's rules for wizard on like I can study? I can like after a long rest I can essentially switch out cantrips.
Roll a d20. If you get a 15 or higher, sure.
18.
All right, you can do that. Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Then I'll just cast message back and just. Yeah, we can stop by that side. Everyone says we're good.
All right. Would you like to take the lead, or should I?
You take the lead. Still not well versed in sailing.
What?
Well,
That's
Why do you
total
drag
BS,
it
but
over?
okay.
Oh yeah, it's total BS. He just doesn't want to be behind her,
All right, cool. You start sailing over towards
or
the.
doesn't want her to be behind him.
All right, you start sailing
There you
towards it. The islands do indeed get quite thick in this area.
Gosh,
And
I get you guys.
You go over by the go by the island. It's a small one, but like in terms of real life islands, it's small, which means it's significantly larger than most of the Sky Islands. As you get closer, you see that it is on fire, and there is a very large ship flying a black flag with a what?
No, I'm just.
Flying a black flag with what looks like a golden brass colored lightning bolt on it.
that's plagiarism.
I'm scared.
Do I
Gavin.
recognize?
Nope, you don't recognize this flag.
That's a new one.
Recognize this flag.
It's not a story that Jedi would tell.
Just
Can I see the threads?
The
magic flip.
Magic threads of the universe? No, maybe you might be
you cannot see the magic threads of the universe if that's what you're talking about. But what are you asking about?
That's all.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can't see the weave, and you will never.
Oh,
be
the
able to see
weave, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
I've never seen that one before. I'm gonna try to take a better look at what's going on over there with the ship and everything.
There is a raid going on right now. Like you see villagers like running and shouting.
Not just the men, the women and children too.
A Flynn. What
They
if we
yeah.
permanently dock them?
There are people below them.
What if we permanently dock them?
If I can get within 60 feet.
We'll get as close as we can.
All right.
You two
Esmeralda's
deal with
gonna
the
pull
shit.
back a little bit.
Me and
I
Q are
have
gonna
an
deal with the
idea.
people down below.
I have an idea. What if we use the anchor, drop it on the ship,
You are significantly smaller and shorter.
We are a small ship.
and pull it away from the village? blast it with the sword.
All right. So, quick description of the ship, just so you guys, if you guys want to make plans of how to do it. It is like the ship itself looks pretty normal. It looks like a very large trade galley. It has minimal amounts of like magical metals on it. It has some like ribbing that looks like it's made out of mithril, which is pretty common for any ship designed to fly through those currents for reinforcement. It looks like it can hold like 20 oars per side, which means that in order to row at max capacity, you would need a crew of minimum 40. If that's at max capacity. You see, and looking out about there, it looks like there are about 20 or so raiders on the beach currently.
Just as much as I'd love for you guys to take it, I don't think you can really sail the ship. I haven't taught you how to do that. So if we're gonna split, it's gonna have to be me and someone else going towards that ship, and someone else stays on land.
I want to go to the ship.
I'm giving you guys a 3-minute time limit to land.
I'll stay on the ground and take care of the ground forces.
I guess I'll go with my friend here, Q.
Alright, then me and you are going towards the ship and trying to run interference, I guess.
Seems easy enough.
I'm just gonna... Hey, Esmeralda, can you spare some forces?
I have 15 men on my ship. Me and one other no magic.
We're gonna see if we can help the people down below and take out the ship above.
All right. I can put some men aboard. I'm going to stay on the ship and try to cover the escape, cover our tail, make sure that no one else comes to ambush us unawares.
Good plan.
Sounds good to me. I'm like, alright guys.
All right. So where are you what are you doing? Like you are the most important right now. Where are you sailing then?
So I'm gonna...
We could drop these two off on Esmeralda's ship, and then, I don't know, fly up there in yours and collapse it.
It's not that easy. You can't just start flying whenever you want.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty cool.
it does sound pretty cool, but not.
If there are some, so if you wanted to try to fly over it, you could. There are a couple of individual islands. You know that where there are individual islands, you can try to fly in a gravity current, but that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You can crash into the island quite easily. Like you have a good 40 feet away from the island that it extends. Like you have to be so close.
Just gonna pull as close as I can. Do we have rowboats on this one?
Sure, you can have one rowboat.
I'm like, alright, you guys are gonna have to get the rest of the way there.
How deep is the water? I might just drop and run, dude.
It's shallower than most of the time the Dragon Sea, which is to say way too deep for you.
I feel like that's a challenge. We'll take a rowboat.
And heavy armor, sir?
I'll just walk on the bottom.
And drown. Alright, cool.
It's breathing. It's a raid.
Okay. I'm going to the shore, and I'm going to...
So,
Beat the crap out of some people!
I need an exact location of the ship. Like, this is important.
Which is you, Eli.
Yeah, we're gonna try to sail and get it to docking range of it. Kind of
So
like boarding.
you're going right up next to the enemy ship.
Yeah.
All right, cool. As you do so, no one appears to notice you.
That's not good.
And you're able to pull straight up next to it. Eli, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I was afraid of something happening. That does not do well. 12.
12. All right, you are paralyzed.
Should have assumed as much was gonna happen.
Suddenly you realize behind you that the Evil Eye has dropped its flag and raised up an identical one with a black background.
They are bad pirates.
Hence why I
We
never
call
Sorry, I
this-
rolled a nat 20 on deception and she has a +7.
We call this.
As soon as you asked for a total number, I was like, oh no.
2 nat 20s, it's the best.
Her ship's significantly smaller, right?
It's about the same size.
As the big one.
Oh no, it's significantly smaller than the big one. She's about the same size as yours. Grappling lines are thrown over and grab onto the side of your boat. They're just a couple of them.
Do we see this in our rowboat?
You see this, but we'll say you're not even on the rowboat yet. Like you're about to do it.
Eli,
So you're
okay.
not quite there.
I'm paralyzed, bro.
After a couple of after just a little bit, Eli, you break free of your paralysis, but by that time you're already grappled.
How
and
far away is
people
our
are-
ship from us?
You are right next to it.
Within 60 feet?
You are definitely within 60 feet.
Create
Cool.
bonfire.
I'm gonna finish saying what's going on,
Okay.
and then we can talk about that. People start sliding, swinging down out onto the deck. Pirates start swinging down, and then one very large figure thuds down. A familiar-looking figure, dressed significantly different than last time you saw him, and with gleaming new prosthetic arm and leg. Proth, the guy that you crashed, that was fighting when you crashed the ship last time, also known as Captain Brass, slams down onto the deck in front of you. Well, 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 it seems we meet again. And this is where we will end our session for the day.
I was gonna light my axe and weapon on fire, but that's a good place to stop.
Ah, goodness.
Alright.
I
So,
knew all this was going to happen.
how would you like to fight the Captain Brass you love and remember?
Light the boat on fire.
Fearless NPC.
Pull out timer. Light on fire.
Alright, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to come see you next time. Will our adventurers get away from the pirates, escape from their ambush, or will they be destroyed? Find out next time.
Burn it. We will burn
the ships.
everything to the ground.
Alright.
Oh goodness, I knew this was happening.
I have a plan, so don't worry, guys.
No, you're not crashing
Come
my
by
ship.
next time and see what my devious plan is.
I hate it.
More boat crash.
Yay! How many boats can Burning Whisper destroy? Count is currently 1.
I
And
a lot of dead.
and cut.
Alright.